Hello and welcome to the Leading in Love podcast Valentine's Day 2026 special, in which I, Matia, host and founder of the Lil podcast, also known as the Leading in Love podcast, discussing my over 40s dating experience. And we are kicking off this final part of this series on me discussing my experience of dating outside of my race. Enjoy. And I feel like these things I shouldn't be overthought. The world will go on if I don't reproduce. My mum will cry if I say like, you have to have a baby. But it's true, like there's enough people having babies, basically. There's enough people having babies. The world will not cease to exist if I don't have babies. But gosh, let's talk about another juicy topic. Like I have dated outside of my race, so that gives me more options. And I've dated I've dated outside of my race, that gives me more options. It's so interesting because when I was younger, I refused to date I would only date black guys. And then when I moved to London, people had told me that I seemed the kind of girl that only dates white guys. And they kind of cast a spell on my life. And then all of a sudden, I was meeting black guys. And the first time I really experienced it in London, I moved to London and I met black guys. I didn't want to date black women, which was weird. And then I was like, let me try and date outside of my race. And I dated white guys. Yeah, so that gives me a few more options. Generally don't like really young guys, but now I would be willing to date someone oh my gosh, this made me weird. Like as young as, it depends, the where they are in life. From 31, which is very young because that's like 10. Oh yeah, I would say 10 years younger and 10 years older. So like 32 to 42. No, 52. Gosh, I'm forgetting my age. I would say 10 years older or 10 years younger. I think that's probably going to be a permanent thing. But I don't mind. Life can be surprising. You can surprise yourself. I'm over. Do you know what? I've noticed that when I say no, I couldn't do that, I end up dating someone like that. So I'm like, whatever. That's so strange, isn't it? So I remember saying, I couldn't date someone that was in the army. Dated someone that was in the army. Couldn't date someone that had kids. Dated someone that had kids. I know that's controversial. People shouldn't say that apparently, but I did. I did. So I tend to have opposing experiences to teach me something. So I always realize that, hey, I could be wrong. I might be being rigid. Hey, that's okay. It's okay to surprise yourself. And so I'm always I'm not closed-minded, I would consider. But generally speaking, no, definitely no younger than 10 years younger. I'm not attracted to younger guys, but I did meet someone that I liked that was 10 years younger than me. And we spoke for a while and I was like, oh, what a surprise. So yeah. So there you go. So I'm not too rigid in a sense. And maybe that's a sign that I should stick to what I want. Maybe that's why I'm single. Maybe the problem is, maybe they just came as tests. I was like, hey, Richard, do you really want what you want? Or what about this? And then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not rigid enough. Who knows? That's a possibility. But yeah, I just see a lot of really strong, intelligent, beautiful women that are happy and doing great and they don't have kids and they're not married. So I'm like, okay, yeah. And then I see some sad women that are sad and they're sad that they didn't have, but yeah, then I see women that are sad that had kids and got married. So I see all types, but I feel like I've seen enough to realize that you are the key to your own happiness, your choices, whether you choose to get married or not, or have children, you have to put in a lot of work to ensure your own happiness. So yeah, I put this bracelet on, so sorry if there's no continuity anymore. The bracelet's cute, forget about continuity. Actually, I might change the hand, even less continuity. There you go. I don't even know if you can see it now. I know, it feels weird on that other hand. So yeah, that's my experience. Really didn't say much, nothing groundbreaking or no particular guidance, and I'm fed up of people thinking like pretending like it's such an achievement. Oh, you oh my gosh, you know how to be happy and you're over 40. Wow! Wow, that's a miracle. You're over 40 and you don't have a husband and any children and you're happy. Wow. Look at you. You should get a medal because you should be really miserable. That is so, we exaggerate so much. Like, come on. Get a grip, society. I hate it when people talk about like, yeah, like I haven't got this and like such a first world problem. Like, get over it. Like, yes, so what? And it doesn't help social media to gives us such a like such a I don't know, such a false view of reality, like the reality of the world. Oh gosh, there's literally people with like genuinely like real stuff they've got to deal with. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you get lonely, you get sad, but people get that in marriages as well. I've observed that. I'm not trying to say I observed it like up and close and personal. I'm just saying I observe it like in society as a whole. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you marry the wrong guy, that's more harmful than being single. True that. True that. But yeah, but in African culture, they would say no. The worst thing that you can do is be single as a woman. And yet there's all these fabulous aunties that are single. So they're giving mixed messages because there's all these fabulous aunties that are single and fabulous and doing great in life, whether they're widowed or separated or, you know, whatever. The man went off with one of his girlfriends, as happens sometimes in Nigerian cultures, as in other cultures as well. I'm not dogging Nigerians. I love my Nigerians. But I'm trying to say, like, okay, you seem to be doing okay. And sometimes I'm like, in fact, your husband's letting the team down. I don't know. Women are just really winning in life. I don't know. I say that in a really try to say it in a humble way, but we're doing well. We have the emotional intelligence and we know how to enjoy life, and we know how to enjoy life in a way that's not completely self-sabotaging and chaotic and self-centered. And so I just feel like as a woman, I think I just stepped into my power and just realized that, like, hey, you're gonna be okay. Like, women are generally okay, especially a certain type of women. They're generally okay. If not, like, men need a certain type of woman. But when I was younger, I really was brainwashed to think that women need a certain type of man to survive. And more times than not, men need a certain type of women. Because, like, you know, they talk about, I need someone to cook for me, I need someone to clean for me. And, like, if not, like, if they don't have their mom or their partner, he's going to do it for them. You know what I mean? I don't really have to worry about things like that. Which is like, wow, that's so cool. I don't have to worry about, like, who's going to do my laundry, who's going to cook for me, who's going to clean for me. I don't have to worry about that. That's cool. And I love doing it for other people. But I don't have to worry about, like, who's going to do it for me if I don't get married. Yeah, that's interesting. Because I am kind of traditional. I love, you know, keeping at home. And I do hope to have a man that contributes to the home. And I do generally date men that contribute. But some men don't contribute. That's the reality of the world that we live in. Some men don't contribute. Some men are looking for someone to go 50-50 with them, do all the cooking and do all the cleaning. Or they're willing to do some of it, but they like have chaotic lifestyles. Or they're willing to do, you know, like, or they are literally, or what else? Oh my God, maybe it's like I'm talking about a bit outdated. That sounds bad. Or another thing is that, like, very strong opinions. I don't want a household where men are screaming and shouting about how the women dress. Stop it. I don't want that as well. So, like, there's lots of things not to worry about while being single. Like, you know, not that in my household as well. Hence why I don't want to be too connected to organized religion. Is also a great thing. I don't want these conversations, these trivial conversations, private conversations. Like, there's really things going on in the world. As opposed to, like, how low someone's V-neck is or what colour someone's dress is. Like, stop it. So that's what puts me off dating another certain type of man as well, because these are really pressing issues for them. Oh gosh, and don't I just know it? Don't I just know it? So yeah, that's it. This is gonna be like so challenging to post because it's like really like it's supposed to be a heart-led conversation, but like I'm speaking from my heart, and my heart has very like, you know, I'm not like I'm not here with someone to kind of like go back and forth with me and debate with me. I'm just speaking. So I might be wrong. And or later on decide that I'm wrong, or I shouldn't have said that, or if there was someone else to challenge me, so challenge me in the comments. Why not? All right then. Thank you. And this has been episode 7 of the Leading in Love podcast. Until next time, guys, remember, you be kind to yourself, each other, and the planet.